In order for a woman to be loved correctly by a man, she must choose the man that loves her more than she loves him. He will hate her and abuse her if she loves him more. No way around it. Let's break this down more. Men are socialized to not value or center women emotionally. This is due to patriarchal domination. Men under patriarchy are taught to be vulnerable is to be weak. So, for a woman to express deep, unconditional love, especially first or more intensely, it can trigger shame, insecurity, and need for control from that man. The more you try to love him, the more he will resent you and see you as weak for being so loving to him. He won't understand why you're loving him so hard when he is barely showing you any love. A man raised to believe that domination and control is love will not know what to do with a woman who loves freely, who gives herself freely. He will punish her for offering what he has not been taught to receive. My theory is not suggesting that women should be less emotionally invested, but that they should only love men that can fully demonstrate their love for them, and they must showcase that first. A man can make a woman fall, but a woman cannot make a man fall. Over time, the love will even out, but initially, that man must love that woman more or the pursuit won't happen. If you are wondering where I'm reading from, that is a post that is currently on my Instagram account. I've been that girl too. And I'm thinking about adding it to my book that's coming out soon called This Is For You. When I first heard this theory that a woman should be with a man that loves her more than she loves him, I thought it didn't sound right. This was me like in my early 20s when I was still what you would call a pick-me, if you will. I thought that being with someone that loves me more than I love them meant that I wasn't going to love them at all, meant that the man was going to do all the emotional labor and I do nothing. And I thought that was wrong. But as I grew older and I dated men that didn't love me at all, I dated men that I loved more, I realized that it is true. You must be with a man that loves you more. And it's not to say that the woman should be less emotionally invested. It's just to say that, especially starting out, not be performing. She should not be trying to prove her worth. Doing anything that looks like she is more into him than he is into her. A woman doing that, you might get that man and the man may decide to be with you, but he's going to do nothing but abuse the love that you're giving him. He's not going to love you more because you're loving him so much and so deeply. His love is never going to catch up to the love that you're giving to him first because you love him more. And so to say that a woman should be with a man that loves her more than she loves him is simply to say that's the only way that the love can be equal. And I know it sounds like there's not right math. The math ain't mathing. I get it. But let me explain it more. Women are socialized to be loving. And it's okay for us to be emotional. It's not frowned upon for us to be loving. It's not frowned upon us to be emotional. That's something that we are socialized to be. Men have not been. Men are socialized by the patriarchy. They are socialized to believe that to be loving is to be weak. They are socialized to believe that center a woman emotionally is to be weak. They are socialized to believe that being vulnerable and having emotions and showing those emotions is to be weak. And so you think about a man that has that mindset that goes out into the dating world and a woman that has the mindset that I need to be loving. I want a husband. I want a family. I want to pour into a man. She has all this emotional availability. She's not afraid to be emotional because she's been socialized that it's okay for a woman to cry and be emotional. So imagine that woman going out into the world dating and looking for a man that she has been socialized to go after. That same man that has been socialized under the patriarchy standards that he should not be so emotional, not be so loving, and not center a woman emotionally. What do you think is going to happen? If you don't know what's going to happen, you can read my book, Toxic Ex Chronicles, John. It tells you all about what happened in a toxic relationship like that. Not even, like, I'm laughing, but I'm just being so serious. Like, it is so evident that when you do the opposite of what I'm saying, of the theory I'm saying, that a man should love a woman more, every time you're going to get your heart broken. Every time that man is going to abuse your love. And it's because that man knows nothing about love. He knows nothing about being vulnerable. So just think about it. If you come into that connection with that man and you're loving him freely, you're loving him more than he loves you. You're pouring all your love and heart and kindness into him. And he maybe decides to love every now and then. He has been taught that to dominate and control a woman is what a man should be doing. So he's going to abuse you mentally, sometimes physically. He's going to abuse the love that you're giving. He has not been taught to receive that type of love. He doesn't know what it's like to receive that love, so he's not going to know how to reciprocate it. He is under like the patriarchal spell of this is what a man needs to be. I need to be the one in control. So he's going to try to control your emotions. That's why the manipulation takes place. That's why a man gaslights you. He has to be on top of your emotions every single time. So he's going to do that because he sees that you're loving him more. So he's going to take advantage of that. He can't take advantage of a woman that's like him, He's going to take advantage of a woman that gives love freely, that loves very hard. It's easier for him to control a woman like that. So that's why you see all the good women get their heart broken by bad men like that. And I would also say that that's why women go for men like that. They go for the men that has never been loved, the men that are damaged, the men that they feel just needs to be loved. So they feel like that their love can heal that man. Because a woman has been socialized and taught that to earn a man's love makes her worthy. That means she's going to go out and do that. She's going to find the man that she has to earn love from, because only then will she feel like she has done something. Only then will she feel like she is worthy, that her love is real and her love is true. She would feel like that if she has not earned that love, that she doesn't deserve it. When a woman loves a man more, there is a power imbalance happening. In these relationships where the woman is loving more, the man becomes the center of her world. Her world starts revolving around him. She's overgiving, over-apologizing, overextending. And he's just going to get complacent, comfortable, and sometimes just downright cruel. And it's because he knows that you will stay no matter what. When a woman loves a man more, she's going to excuse more. But when a man loves a woman more, he's going to protect more. He's going to pour more. He's going to prioritize you. It's because he doesn't want to lose you. I don't know if y'all remember this clip of Russell Wilson saying to Sierra, his wife, that one of his greatest fears is losing her.
What's my biggest fear?
Not be prepared.
Yeah, I probably have one that's bigger than that.
Was it LOSIN?
Yes, losing you. Now, enough with the sentimental stuff.
A lot of men thought he was a simp. I find that all it is that man's protection of you being activated because he loves you truly. When that man loves you more, he is going to make sure that he doesn't lose you. That means he's going to do what it takes to protect you. He's going to do what it takes to keep you. He's going to do what it takes to make sure that you feel safe and secure there. So it's not only just protecting you like physically so that you're not harmed or hurt. It's also protecting your heart. A man that loves you more is going to naturally do that. A man that hasn't done his inner work, doesn't know anything about love, I'm telling you, he's going to hate you. He's going to be resentful towards you loving him so deeply. He's going to call you too emotional, too needy, too available. Why? Because your love exposes what he can't give back. It confronts his emotional immaturity. And instead of him rising to meet your love, he's going to punish you for it. He's going to pull away, manipulate you, or worse, cheat on you. A man who doesn't love you more than you love him doesn't know what to do with your devotion. So he resents you. And then that resentment turns into mistreatment. And something I want to make clear to wrap this up is that I'm not saying to settle. I'm not saying to go for a man that you don't like at all. I'm not saying to go for a man that you don't care for, but you pick anyway just because he worships you. I'm saying choose the man whose love makes you feel safe, the one who shows up consistently, the one who listens, the one who makes you feel seen, the one who loves you unconditionally, the one that invests in you emotionally, the one that is emotionally available and emotionally mature, the one that is going to know what to do with your love and not call you needy, not call you clingy, or the one that's not going to look at your vulnerability and loving heart as a weakness. The one whose love doesn't leave you guessing or second guessing your own worth. The man that will love you in ways that doesn't cost you your own dignity. And here's the thing, you will still love him deeply. You will still show up being your loving self, your vulnerable self, your self that loves freely. But you won't be losing yourself in him because he loves you more. You won't be chasing after his love. You will be receiving it. A man loving you more than you love him is a man that has put away the patriarchal conditioning that he has been taught. It's a man that is not afraid to love, a man that is emotionally available, a man that just goes against all the patriarchal norms that he has been taught. And so that's why it is so important for a man to love you more. It's not an imbalance. It's actually what is going to make the love equal. Because women, like men love to say, are emotional anyway by nature, meaning that we are going to love more. We love hard. We don't mind being loving. We're not afraid to be loving. And so with us already having it in our nature that we're going to be loving and kind and gentle, we need a man that knows what to do with that. We need a man that is going to go against the patriarchal standards that he has been taught. And in order for that to happen, the man must love you more than you love him. The love will even out in the end. Initially has to be more, but it will eventually even out as you begin to fall more and more for him. You're not going to look at the love he's given as something that turns you off. You're not going to look at the love as something that you can't give back. It's not going to highlight in you something that you don't have to give because you have been conditioned and socialized to be loving and being okay with being loving. You see what I'm saying? It's when you break it down that way, it makes total sense. It's like the only way that it can be because the patriarchy is still there. It's not going anywhere. It's just that men have to understand that it's really crippling them and doing nothing for them. And it's pushing love further away from them, keeping them further away from love that they really actually want. They just don't know what to do with it. They think they have to be domineering and controlling. And they think they have to be more powerful. They use love as like a weapon. And they weaponize the love that you give when you love them more. So no, it's not wrong to want a man that loves you more. I feel like men won't ever grasp this and won't ever believe this. And it's not really for them to understand. A healthy man, when he gets into a connection, whether he knows it or not, he is loving that woman more than she loves him. And it's really because that's the only way the pursuit is going to happen. That's the only way that the relationship is going to progress forward. The woman is deciding, okay, I'm choosing this man. And the man is deciding, I want to show this woman that she can trust me, that I can be loving, and he's going to go out his way to show that. And she's going to choose him. So it's not like you're just choosing him because he worships you. And it's not like you're taking advantage of him. You are deciding that I like him too. And he's going to show that. How else is the pursuit going to take place unless that man has more interest initially? So if he is into you more and he's not into playing games and he loves you more in the beginning, that's what's going to lead the relationship. Because it can't be the other way around. It can't be you coming in, loving him more and doing more for him and centering him more. It's never going to work out that way. In order for the love to be equal, the man must love the woman more. That is something that I'm never changing my mind on. No one can make me change my mind on that. Not after the research and the studies that I've done on it. And not actually after me living it. So ladies, you have to understand that the love that you give is sacred. And the man who receives it needs to know how to honor it, or he doesn't deserve it at all. Before I go, I just want to mention that a man on my Threads account under this post asked me, is this, he asked me, genuine question, is this something you would teach your sons? To which I responded, this would be something that I would not have to teach my son. And I don't have a son, by the way, but my son would see how a woman should be loved by how his dad is loving me, by how his dad respects me and all women. It would be evident. It wouldn't be something that has to be taught. It would just be how we love our son and how we raise him to be. I feel like raising a boy in love, meaning he has a good balance. He has healthy masculinity from his dad, and he has the love and emotional support from his mom. When a boy is raised in that, he naturally grows up to be in his healthy masculinity as well, and he's not going to follow the patriarchal standards versus a boy that's being raised in a household to where the dad disrespects the mom, or the dad cheats on the mom and she stays, or the mom is doing all the labor and all the work, or he's being taught that he can't cry, or that he can't, or if he tries to be too loving and too close, that he's being clingy, and that's not what boys do. I would not teach that to my son. He would not be in an environment like that. And my husband is not misogynistic, and I don't follow misogynistic rules. I do not give into the patriarchy standards like some women do. So because of the environment my son would be in, he would not be raised that way. He would be raised to love women more naturally without me having to tell him this. Men that love women more and are in their healthy masculinity have not been told to do this. That's why they don't really get when they see this being posted that a man should love a woman more. No man would get it. Even the healthy men, I don't believe, get it. Because they don't believe that's what they're doing, because it's something natural that they're doing. When I ask my husband certain things like this, or ask him about certain things that I see toxic males do, he really has no idea what to say about it or what I'm talking about, because it's not him. He has not seen that. He knows nothing about that. So his brain can't wrap around an idea about that to have an opinion. He just knows it's not right. And so that's what I meant. And of course, the man that I responded to, he just kind of went on and on saying, no, it's this and that. And I'm like, this wasn't a debate. You asked my genuine input, and I thought you meant it. So I gave my genuine input. I'm into this now. And I end the conversation because I'm like, that wasn't a genuine concern. You were trying to change my mind on it. No, I'm never changing my mind on this. If I had a son, he would be raised in a loving environment to where he won't feel challenged by a woman loving him or anyone loving him. He would feel like it's natural and normal because he's going to be loved. He's going to be raised in love. He's going to be able to express himself emotionally. He's going to be emotionally available. Simple as that. Try to tell me. In a nutshell, I want my ladies to understand that it is okay for that man to love you more, and that this is important. And I want you to understand that you don't have to earn love. If you're trying to earn the love, it's toxic. You don't have to do all that. I just want you to know that you can be loved softly by a good man, that he's emotionally available. Okay? All right. So, that's all I got for this Healing Sunday episode, girlfriends. Until the next one, peace out.